distance now, to keep my burdens left behind. I did not know what it would bring. Now I'm capable of everything.
Hey there, dreamers. Oh my gosh, my mouth is red because I was eating cinnamon candy. Welcome back. Today I am working on, we're gonna organize the pantry, and I got in the mail a gift from a subscriber. It is an LED motion light for my pantry. This came from Cindy Meyer, so thank you, because right now, I'll show you what my pantry looks like right now. So, it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. Broad daylight, but in here, it is dark and hard to find things and badly organized because, you know, for me, I have to use the space for a while to figure out where best to place things. And that back corner in there is like Neverland. I can never reach back there to find stuff because it's big bins in the way and yada yada. So I'm gonna pull all this stuff out and put it back in. It is kind of organized in the bins, but I want to put it all back in and put it in a way that I can reach the stuff in the back corners. So I will put you guys on time lapse for this. Okay, guys, so I got this all organized a little better. The stuff that I don't need is back in the corners, or that I don't grab that often. Like back there I have wacky noodles and marshmallows, which I rarely ever use, except for the wacky noodles are for soup. And then I have my canned goods back in there where I can reach them. You know, the rows going this way. And the tomatoes are way in the back because I rarely reach for them. Beans and potatoes are up front because that's what I grab most often. As you can tell, I don't do a lot of canned goods. So I do corn. I grabbed the sauerkraut to try it, but I do corn, I do enchilada sauce, I do beans, I do potatoes, I have some tomatoes, I canned chicken, just that's about to expire this year, so I need to use all that up. And then I have some canned fruits down here. But that's it for my canned goods. I don't do, oh, nope, I lied, look. Then I have the cream of soups. Those are for casseroles or whatnot, so. But that's pretty much it. It's just me here, so I don't have to have a lot of stuff in here. I have one basket here that's chips, nuts, and, you know, snacks like graham crackers or whatever. This is my baking basket. And the one down there is potatoes and like the Zatarans, rice mixes, stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. But the thing with this light, let me get you guys in here so you can see where I put it. So instead of putting it on the ceiling, which would shine down and it casted shadows all over everything, I elected to put it on the wall here. And it doesn't seem that the motion sensor works on it right, or maybe I have to charge it first, but it did give me a remote control for it. So I was thinking I could mount the remote control somewhere here on the pantry, like on the door or something, and just turn it on and off. Yeah, there it goes. But this is how dark it was in here before. And now with the light, whole different ball game. So I still have labels to put on all these containers, you know, like little fancy labels that I bought, but I'll do that on a different day. This part's done. Those are marked for now, and this part's done, so I can cross it off my list and get on to the next item. I'm going to keep this remote right up here. And the next organization I have to do really soon is my spices. I have way too many spices. They're already spilling over into the pantry. But then I have this whole thing is filled with them. And then both of those up there are filled with them, you know, above the microwave. And then I still have some in the spice rack that I brought from Washington. It's down here. Let's see if I could show it to you. Anyhow, it's down here, and there's still some spices in that. I have to check them, but if they're duplicates and they're out of date, I'll just toss the ones that are duplicates. But yeah, and that spice rack is not going to hold all the spices that I have, you know, because I had ordered spice mixes from Miss Lippy, and then from Barbecue Chef, Drunken Chef, and so I have a bunch of spice mixes, and they're really good. So I got to figure out something for the spices and get those organized where I could see them, where I don't have to empty the whole cabinet looking for the one spice that I need. That's the worst spice. That's the worst use for that little cabinet there, is spices, because you can never reach what you want. So I'm thinking I'll put tea and coffee and honey and sugar and stuff like that up in there, and put the spices somewhere else. Anyhow, let me clean up this mess. I do have this little pile of stuff that's going to go to the food bank. It's got the laundry soap that I don't use. It's got canned peas, which I don't eat. And tomato products that are going to expire within the next few months. And I have plenty of them. So I'm going to go take those to the food pantry. And I think that's it for now. Let me go cool off and take a rest and see what I can get into next. Good morning, dreamers. So it is the next day. And the only thing I accomplished yesterday after doing the pantry was a nap. So today, my goal is to empty the fridge. It needs to be cleaned. And I need to empty everything out of it because I need to take it off of that base and put it back down on the floor, and all that needs to be done so that I can paint above it and then put the brick up on the wall. So it'll make moving that fridge a whole lot easier. Plus, if you notice, it kind of leans a little bit to this way on that stand. So it's time for that stand to go. Unfortunately, in that stand is all my teas and, you know, hot cocoa and stuff like that. So I need to find a place to put that. So this ought to be interesting. I'm going to put you guys on time lapse and let's see what I get done now. Okay, so some of y'all might have noticed at the beginning of the video when I started on the freezer, I had some icicles hanging off of the top here. And the refrigerator hasn't been working all that great. I just noticed a lot of humidity in the refrigerator part. And then the freezer part, there was those icicles up there. So now I notice, see, I couldn't see this before. I still have to get on a ladder to see it. But there's actually a crack. So the door's not sealing all the way. So I'm gonna see if I can't fix that using some of this stuff from my AC. And maybe buy myself some time so I don't have to buy another refrigerator anytime soon. It looks like the door's a little bit crooked. So yeah, I'm gonna play around with this and see if I can't fix it now that I know what the issue is on the freezer part. And then the other thing, so dummy me, I was trying to video to show you guys when I was cleaning the shelves, and it's such tight quarters over here because I didn't do my dishes. They're not really dirty dishes. These are I have one bowl in here and a fork, and the rest of these are some that I bought at the thrift store that I want to scrub really good before I put them away. So I didn't do that first, and I was limited on space, and I knocked this guy off and broke him where he attaches to the door. And I use this shelf a lot for my creamer and my juice. So I have some epoxy, and I think I'm gonna try and use that to glue this back on and see if that works, and I can gain my door shelf back. So yeah, cross one thing off the list and add a couple more, but I'll put you guys on time lapse and let's see if I can't at least fix this door. So I think I just saved myself from having to spend $600 this month. So I'll show you guys what I did. So the crack was in here where it wasn't sealing, and the door wasn't lifting up all the way on this end. Still kind of isn't. Doesn't look flush, but took these off and I shoved a piece of that foam underneath this side of the door and then bolted it back on, and now it's closing all the way. So there's no more gap here. There's a tiny gap over there, but it feels like it's sealing. There's no cold air coming out, so that would be awesome. I thought I was gonna have to go off and spend $600 on a new fridge, and I really didn't want to yet. So, but now you guys can see how short my fridge is. It's shorter than me. And so eventually I want to get just a regular size old-fashioned refrigerator in here. But for now, maybe I can cross off shopping for a refrigerator off my list. So I'm gonna go try and repair this with the epoxy if I can find it. It might be out in my workshop. But I'm gonna try and see if I can't repair that. And I don't know if I'll get into anything more today, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. But now that this is done, I can paint up here and start painting the ceiling, at least over here, so I can get the wallpaper on the wall without getting paint all over it. And then who knows, maybe I'll finish painting the ceiling, but there's so much stuff in here I have to cover that that's gonna be kind of a pain, and it's hot right now. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to painting ceilings, but it's gotta get done. It ain't gonna fix itself. So yeah, I'm just glad that I was able to figure out that refrigerator, and hopefully I can get the door repaired, or the little door shelf repaired. And thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Have a good one.
I did not know what it would bring. Now I'm capable of everything.